from training.tv. Good to see you all. Hope you all are having a good Tuesday. We had Veterans Day yesterday. Thank you again to all of it's American Veterans Day, so as an American, I'm going to say thank you to all of our vets for all your service. It's been greatly appreciated. If you would like to support the channel, we greatly appreciate it. If you already have bought it, thank you very much. Here's our options. Basically, if you, I do this spiel every time, but I never know who's out there. If you don't like our live streams are free. We do them 5 days a week. We stream to 3 different platforms. I occasionally get comments from people going like, "This doesn't work for me, Margaret. You guys talk too much, or it's too long, or you all meander." And personally, we like to have that back and forth with the community. It is important to us, and we're not going to change the streams. And also, sometimes we're not going to cover the topics that you want to learn about. We have a video series. It's extremely edited. It's very, like, videos get at longest are like 30 minutes. I think there might be 1 or 2 40-minute hongers wandering around in there, but not a lot. There's a lot of 2 to 4 to 8-minute videos, the majority, I would think. And we cover pretty much every topic underneath the sun to turn you into a competent FileMaker developer that can, take on your own projects. So, if you've bought that to help keeps the lights running, thank you very much. We appreciate it. And with that all being said, I think we're probably good. Nick, what are we doing today?
Hello, Marge. Hello, everybody, for joining today. So this the first day of the week, which is a Tuesday. So it's like, but for me it was a Monday. I didn't get a day off yesterday. So I'm going to do the second day on QuickFind. So last week we did a QuickFind about. It was more about the architecture and how to get a field that we can use as a quick find data entry and how we can get this behavior, depending on if you find something, if you didn't find anything, and if you have a blank quick find, or field. And then, we talk about this. So we did some demos and we explain everything. So today we are going to explain how to optimize QuickFind and to make it working on server.
Okay, that'll be awesome. Do you want to?
Yes, I'm going to show my screen. The goal is QuickFind. Any type of finds can be QuickFind or perform find. Doesn't work very well on local file when you are sharing a file on the server. It's slow, and because you search something that is not on your computer. So what we want to do, we want the search to happen on server and then get the result back locally. But how that can be possible if you do a find on another computer? It's like asking somebody to do a find for you on his computer and send to you the found set, right? So to do this, to achieve this, you need to learn a technique that we call transfer of found set. Okay, so we transfer a found set from one computer to another. And in that case, we are transferring the found set from the server to your computer. So how we achieve this, right? So very, very simple. It's very simple. During the year, I optimize this technique because we have now more tools to optimize this, right? But the first thing you need to understand, okay, is that when you do a find, so let's say I want to search for England here, right? So I have 4 records. So I found those records locally. But imagine that I'm asking the server to find those records, right? How I can retrieve those records, right? So we use the IDs in each table, and that an advice that I'm giving you. On each single table you have on your project, you need to have a UUID. Okay, so you need to have a UUID here for every single record in every single table. Every single record you're going to create in that table I have a unique ID here, right? For every single account, I have a unique ID here. But for on every single table you have on your project, you need to have a unique ID or a parent key, right? A parent key here. For each record, need to have an ID. That is the rule. That the rule. Because now that I have this ID, I can easily say, okay, the server does a search. The server send to you back this ID list of contact ID. For example, here I will have a list of 4 IDs because this is a full record I found in England, right? Or with England somewhere, right? So here, right? So, and I can, I can, can this, and I only know one and it's politically incorrect. So can this, half, okay? So then I can get rid of it. Okay. So, I have 3 records here in England, right? And I want the server to do this and retrieve those records. First thing you need to do, you need to have a layout, right? That you call contact QuickFind. Okay. So this is a layout just for this, just to put in that layout only the field you want the QuickFind to happen, right? So in this, I want this. For example, I don't want the address, and I don't want the email, right? I want the country, the name, and the postcode, for example. I only want those 3 fields to be included in the QuickFind search, right? So I have a layout for this. I'm not using the main layout. This layout here, I'm not using it for that. I have my own contact QuickFind. And in this layout, I only put the field I want this QuickFind to look for, right? When this is done, right, I can create a QuickFind, right, that will work on server, right? So I am creating a new script that says pesos, and this is contact QuickFind. Okay, QuickFind. So what this do? First, I need to get the search criteria. Okay, whatever I want to search. And this is the parameter that is going to give me this, what I'm searching. Then I go to the layout I just created to search the QuickFind, for the contacts. And then I say perform QuickFind using my search criteria, right? Correct? So then when this is done, right? When this is done, I want to exit, right? The scripts. And I want the scripts to exit with the list of the ID of the contact, this font, right? So how I can get the list of this? Well, we have a list of contacts IDs, and this is a summary. And in the summary, I want the list of the contact ID. So how this works, quick recap, how this works. So let's go back to this layout here, right? And let's put this here. Let's put this like this, boom, boom, right? And put this bigger here, okay. This returns, okay, let's put this here. I want that like this. I have 3 records here. I have the 8E060. I have 36A1, and I have 02D02, 02D, right? So as you can see, this return the list of the IDs. Hold on. You can see here, I have 3 records, and this listed those IDs, right, of the 3 record I have in the found set. If I add more, if I say show all here, now here I have all the IDs in the found set. If I put some more in the found set, boom, I have 11, and here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? So I have so the list of is getting me the list of the IDs I have in a found set. Good thing too, if I sort this by country, for example, the order change because the list of will follow the sort order. It's not really interesting for now, but it's good to know that if you change the order, if you sort the found set, this will be sorted as well. Good to know. So now that we know how this works, we understand that if I look for this on server, well, the server will say, okay, this is the list of the 3 people I found. I give you back those 3 IDs and deal with them. So how we say deal with them when we hear what will happen? Well, so let's do another. This is on object set QuickFind on server. Okay. So what the QuickFind on server do? I'm not doing this, and I'm not doing this, right? I want the parameter first. So I want to get those parameters, right? I'm getting the parameters, and I'm pretty much change these things, right? So I'm going to delete these things, right? And I'm saying perform script on server, right? The pesos, sending there my search criteria. So I'm asking the server with whatever I put in this field to get the search criteria again on the server, go to the layout quick find, perform this quick find, and return to me the list of contact IDs, which is this, right? So you perform the find, I'm collecting the IDs, and then I'm sending these IDs on the exit scripts. So I'm exiting the script with the list of the ID here, right? So now here, I do this, right? And I want to set a variable with their script results, right? So I'm getting the script results. So I'm getting the script results. So this script here will execute it, will perform the script on server. It will return the IDs. And now I can say, okay, what do I do with the IDs? I need to be able to get the found set back with the IDs. Well, I need a field that I typically name link transfer of found sets, right? So what this is a global field. It's a global field, right? And this field, I'm going to use it as, not here, I'm here, as a relationship that is a self-join relationship. So what is a self-join relationship? I'm doing a relationship from contact to itself. So it's a relationship that we work from here to contact to contact. In this field, I'm going to put the free IDs, the free contact ID that this guy returned to me. The server returned free IDs or 10 IDs, I don't know. This will select will create the list of the ID. When I get these IDs back from the server, I put this here and I link this with the contact ID. So I've named this contact QuickFind, right? So now I have this relationship, right? So I'm setting the fields, this with my script results, which I can rename, you know, um, uh, contact ID, contact IDs results. Okay, I can rename this like this. So I'm setting the field, which is a global, with the list of the ID. And I said, okay, now that I have, remember, this is a parent key of a relationship with 3, 5, 10, 100, I don't know, IDs, which are contact IDs. So I want to, this relationship will say, following this global, from contact to contact, select the contact that I have in this global. Using go to related records, using this relationship on the current layout. That's why we use current layout. Current layout only applies when you use self-join relationship. Otherwise, there's no reason to have this. Current layout works only on a self-join relationship. Of course, show only related record. That means show me only the found set you're going to find using this relationship, right? So let's do it. Let's see if it works. So this is local. This is a quick find local. This is local quick find, right? And yeah, no, I can modify this. Let's do a new layout. This is local, and this is server on server. I prefer to do that way. On server. So it's the same, everything's the same, but the trigger will change. I'm using this trigger, right? So I'm going to remove this. So this is how it works. So let's debug this. So how to debug a pixels? Where you go here, right? You don't execute the pixels. Instead, you do this, a new window that goes to the window, goes to the layouts where the script will work. The script needs to be in contact QuickFind. So to debug, I'm creating a new window that goes directly there. I perform the script not on server, but I'm performing the same script here. I'm performing locally. And this is my search criteria. And then I close the window. So instead of performing the script on server, you open a new window that goes directly to the layout where the script needs to work. I perform the script locally with the same parameter and I close the window. This will simulate working on server. It will work the same way on server, but I can do a debug. So I'm getting the variable. This, I search for England. Create a new window in the layout I want to be. The script performed, I get the parameter in the script. Yes, I get the England. Then this, I'm already there, so it's okay. I perform the script, the quick find, right? Okay, so let's do something here, because otherwise the demo is not good. I'm here, right? I have 1756. I'm performing this, and I perform the quick find here. Boom. I have my free people. So the list of contact ID is free people. That's my free people, right? So I exit the scripts, right? I close the window, but this is because I'm done with the script on server. I collect the free IDs that the server generated, found. I'm setting the fields with those free IDs, which is here, setting the field with those free IDs. The field now, this global, get these free IDs, right? And then I said, go to related record using those free IDs. So get me those free contacts. Here they are, right? Boom. So let's do it again on server, right? So you deactivate this and you activate this. So this is for the debug, and this is when the debug worked, you can use it. So I'm here, I'm using England, and boom, I have my free IDs, my free contacts, right? If I look for, I don't know, I didn't see anybody in France. Oh yeah, 19 people. You see how freaking fast it is? You don't feel anything, okay? So I don't know if I have Italia or something like this. Yeah, I have. No, he found, okay. So now something else, because he found everybody here, right? So first, before we go further, I want to know if you have any questions.
I don't see any at the moment, so I get the impression that people are following. If you're not,
Yeah, I explained that many times, right? So this technique is extremely powerful for the search, right? Because you don't do the search locally. you just retrieve IDs and go to red record, boom. Which, if you use this, okay, I have 1700 record, which is fast. But if you have 17 million records, you'll see the difference. A huge difference. Really, really good difference, right? So now, remember, when we do this, in this one, we have plenty of stuff here, right? We have plenty of stuff here that says if it's empty, for example, right? So I want, if it's empty, I want to do the same thing. So for example, if is empty, my search criteria show all records. And of course, you halt everything. So for example, if I do this, I get back the show all. If I say England, I have my three people, but if I clear, I have all, show all, right? Show all, okay. Now, if I found nothing, right? That easy. If I found nothing here on the perform quick find, I can see, remember here, I have an error. If the error is 4.1, remember, I can do the same thing, right? I can do this. So I can go there, right? After the quick find on the server, I do this. Set variable, last error, and I say, what is the last error? Get last error, right? I have two things here. And here I said, okay, if get get last error, if I have a last error, right? I want the last error. Otherwise, I want the list of the contacts. That means if something wrong happened here, the exit script, I want the last error. If I have a last error, give me the last error. Otherwise, I want this. That means everything fine, right? Go back here. Now, I said if the search criteria entry show all, but now, yeah, that's why I don't like to name this. I like the script result is better. It's better than because the script result can be many things, right? Not just, So script results. So now, if script results equal 4.1, that is nothing found, remember? Well, I don't want that to happen. Instead, I want the same of this. I want to omit all. That means that's an error here. That means if the script result return 4.1, because this guy here, if something happened here, more likely he didn't find anything. It will return an error. And here I said, if I have an error, then I want the error. Otherwise, I want the list of ID found. And here, the script result will get the IDs or an error. If the results say 4.1, that means omits all. Otherwise, and of course, I need to put an alt. Otherwise, do this and do this, right? So let's do it again. I'm here and I'm looking for France. I have my people, 19 people. But now I'm looking for this. I have nothing found. Now I'm blanking this. I have all. Italia, nothing found, right? Because I think it's Italy. Yeah, right? Correct. Blank, all. So I get the same behavior I got locally, now is on server. If it's empty, show all and stop it. So this technique of stopping, you understand why it's better than to have a bunch of and other if within the else and all the if. So you understand why. Because at the end you don't even know who is within who, and who, it's this is not good. For what I'm doing here, it's not good at all. Sometimes it's good, but most of the time it's not. And maybe that will be a webinar I'm going to address how to use if and else if and stuff like this. Here, it's clear. I get this. If it's empty, show all and buy. Stop, buy, buy. I don't need to put the if and to put the else if and to put this inside. And, it's no, 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 no. This is the way you should do it. You search and you show alt and gone. If this doesn't happen, it's okay, continue. You do this, and here you say, okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. If there's a 4-1, do this and buy, or forget about this. If this didn't happen, and this didn't happen, do this, and at the end, you remember, don't go to the next field, stay where you are. Stay there, sit, right? Don't go. Alt, don't go. This is how it works, right? So here we have now a script on server, right? And we have a script on server, and we can now control the script on server. So do we have question or we don't?
Would it be better if the script result was JSON?
Why? Because this will return, if there's no error, it will turn 0, so I don't care, right? So this will happen, this will be 0, but this will say, if this 0, this will happen, won't happen, this will happen. I don't need to go to the JSON. I never found the necessity to go that far using JSON, even though if I have complex results, I don't use this. I'm using a table. Instead, I prefer use a table records, because I did on the large scripts, I did a demo of what the benefit of using a table to put all your parameters and results and stuff like this, because you have you have a trace, and you can see, even though the script is done, you can see what happened during the script afterwards, right? It's like an evidence. It's like, a forensic. With JSON, you don't have this. So yeah, I have all the technique for this, but here it's not necessary. Other question?
Nope, I think you're good.
Okay. So now that I have this, I want to show you an extension of this, right? I have an extension of this. I go to my accounts. remember, I told you that I the performs QuickFind on related fields can be slow. Remember? Remember? So if I show the QuickFind, if I do a search, if I want to do a search um, here, if I want to do a QuickFind using fields on on a relationship, immediately FileMaker tells me this. Field is searchable via QuickFind. Search might take a while. It might be slow. For that, you know, um, for that, now we have the right technique for this. Remember, I have this contact here for QuickFind. So I can search on those three things, right? But I can use this from here. Those contacts, right? If I go to the contacts, I'll go to the contact. They have an ID account. All the contacts, normally they have some of them, right? Some of them have a ID contact. So why I don't use the same technique? But I don't want to know. I want to search postcode, country. I want to search contact with this. But instead of gathering the list of contact ID, why I don't gather the account IDs? Instead, this. So now, instead of having the list of contacts, right? Why I don't do this instead? Searching for England, right? But I don't have anybody in England so where are located my people? For example, they are in Nepal, Australia. So let's create a new record. Test one, input Nick, Marge, and Scott, right? So Nick is in Colombia, Marge is in USA, Scott in the USA, right? Then I have a new test two, and I have Danielle, which is in Colombia, and I have Victor in Colombia, and I have Peter in England. So now, if I'll go to my contact here, right, and I look for all the one with accounts, these are the account I found under 18, right? But if I look for USA, this is the accounts that has USA. In the USA, this is the two account I found. It's the same account, right? So why this? Because if I go to my account here, I need to put world in the USA. If I do this and I do the here and I do USA again, now I have four. I have three. Well, I mean two. To the same, if I'm two people in this account and one people in this account, which is correct. I have 1 people in the USA with this account and 2 people in the USA with this account. So now, what do I need to do? I need to build, remember this field, the transfer fund set? Well, I need the same in the account table, right? And now I need the same account QuickFind, right? And the transfer fund set goes with the ID accounts because the scripts will return ID's account based on the fund sets in the contact table, but I'm gathering the foreign key of the accounts. So this is a self-join relationship now. So I can do a script. So this is contact, right? And I'm going to duplicate this accounts, right? And I'm going to duplicate this, which pretty much is the same. I don't need to duplicate. This is the same script because I'm going to search. But yeah, it's a different script. I need a different one. I'm going to show you why. It's the same script, but with some differences. So this script here will perform this one, right? And this script here will put the result in this, and I'm going to use the account QuickFind relationship. And here is pretty much the same, but it's not the list of contact IDs that I'm going to use, but the list of account IDs. So I'm going to rename this. Yeah, because I want this to be the account IDs. So save this. So now what will happen? I'm going to initiate a search from the accounts. The search so let's do this, right? So let's do, this is accounts local, and I'm going to duplicate this, account on server, right? And this here, I'm not doing this trigger, but I'm going to do the accounts on server. Okay, so let's rename those, put them like this, right? This, oh, I didn't duplicate it. Yeah, I duplicated. Yeah, it's okay. Like this. Okay. So I'm using this script, right? The on server. So what we have? Let's say I want to search USA. Okay. Getting this, I'm going to this layout. I'm going to search all the contact with USA, right? Quick find, USA, I have 5, and I'm setting this variable. If find 5 records, but only 3 has an ID account attached out of the 5. I have 2. They are not related to any accounts. So that's why I have only 3 IDs, and they're 2 IDs identical because 2 contacts are on the same accounts. So I'm exiting the scripts. I set this variable with the script's results with my 3 IDs. I'm setting the accounts link transfer of fund set with the result, and I'm using the relationship from accounts to find those 2 accounts. Yes, I have 3 IDs, but 2 IDs were identical because they were from the same accounts. That's why I have only 2 accounts. Is that correct? Yes. USA, 2 of them, and the other one with this. Let's say show all, going there, and I'm looking for Colombia, right? Doing this, boom, 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 boom. Performing the quick find, set a variable exits. And here I have, again, 2 in the same account and 1 in another one. So my result will be 2 accounts with the people. But I didn't do a quick find throughout a relationship. I did throughout directly to the table. But it looks like it was through the relationship, but it wasn't. It's just because instead of gathering the primary key and use a primary key to get the fund set from contact, I went to contact, I gathered the foreign key of the contact of the account IDs, and then I use those ID in the contact to retrieve the contact with those contacts, the account with those contacts. Any questions here?
Uh, isn't there a chance you can only find one record? How do you check that the ID doesn't get mistaken for an error code?
It's impossible. That's why we use UUIDs. You don't have UUID with 4.1. You don't have a UUID with 4.1 because relationship are not doing a comparison with a partial of the ID. The whole thing need to match the whole thing over there. So it cannot be mistaken. You understand? The whole thing need to match. Not if I have 4.1 here, right? If I add 4.1 at the end, doesn't matter. Because the whole thing doesn't match 4.1. So if I get 4.1, I know it's an error. And you know, I'm doing this before I do this. So if the result is 4.1, equal 4.1, not pattern count 4.1, right? But in that case, it's alting everything, and then this never happened. But this never be mistaken because the relationship, the wall ID, the wall value need to match the wall value here, right? That's why we use UUID. They're unique. So it cannot be mistaken for another one. It's impossible. So this is,
Now I understand. Thank you. So,
yeah. The relationship. So the relationship. So before we go, you need to understand how the relationship works, right? So let's say I'm going to create a new layout, right? And I'm going to put the account ID the transfer and the pull. Where am I? In contacts? No, I'm in accounts. Okay. And I want this. Okay. So how this works? If I put this ID and I put here, it shows, right? So far, so good. If I put this ID, if I put this ID here, another value with a carriage return, right? I have a carriage return. I put a carriage return, right? And I put this ID, boom, I have this. Now, if I put this ID and I add here, boom, I have it. If I put 4-1 here, doesn't work. It's gone because the whole thing need to work. The whole thing need to match this. The whole thing need to match this. See, it matches. So if I add this one, carry return, boom. See? So this is how it works. This is how we call that a multi-value relationship. Multi-value relationship. So I put a list of IDs here throughout the relationship, and it will show me the record that match those multi-value relationship. That's why it's so fast. You do the search on server, you get the IDs, you put them there, and boom, you have your found set. Right? And you can use any type of IDs. I mean, it can be a foreign key or different foreign keys or whatever. Right? So it works very well. So if we don't have any questions.
Not at the moment, so.
Okay. So tomorrow, so now we learned that the magic here works with a mix of the quick find and relationship, right? The goal is to tomorrow we're going to do something stronger, right? We're going to use we're going to learn how to constrain, right? Omit records using quick find, but still having a control on saying, oh, I want only the active accounts, or I want only the accounts located in California, right? Or so we can mix the quick find and constraint or filter whatever you want to do. And that, because if you try to do a find too complex, right? Well, first of all, it's very complicated to set up. Most of the time, it cannot be modifiable on the fly. You need to be hard coded. So you need to have all your perform find coded, right? You cannot do whatever you want with a checkbox and uncheck something, So it's very complicated. So with this technique of the quick find, combined with the transfer of found set, and additionally on top of it, we add some constraint and filtering system, right? you will see how super powerful everything is. But the magic is a relationship. QuickFind has no magic. Don't try the magic with finds or perform find or perform QuickFind. Don't try the magic there. You will, if it will never work, never ever. So the magic is a mix of both, mix of relationship with perform find or QuickFind. But here in that case, it's QuickFind. And also we will find out how we can do a quick find on multiple tables, right? So we do quick find on multiple tables. That means here on my, I want to be able to, the quick find to find in accounts and also in contacts, right? Because here I just found an account and contact, but if I want this to find whatever in the account table and whatever in the contact table, and how we gather that. So that will be tomorrow if we don't have any questions. So I'm right on time.
Nailed it. We are good. Okay, thank you, Nick. Looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Yep.